Hi guys, welcome back for another video. I hope all of you are doing well. I hope you guys are having fantastic days. So in this video I'm gonna be talking about the things that I've had to learn the hard way throughout my healthy hair journey. I call these my 10 don'ts on a healthy hair journey. So if you're interested in knowing what I've learned throughout my over a year, like a year and 3 months of being on a healthy hair journey, stay tuned. Okay, so before I start, I'm sure I'm gonna be looking away because I wrote everything down. So if you catch me looking away from you guys, I am so sorry. I just need to read. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing is, we've heard this like over and over and over again, but it is so true, and I have seen a great difference since I stopped doing this, and that is applying excessive heat to my hair. I don't even know when I put heat in my hair anymore. I just put it in when I need to. Like the last time I did it was when I needed to dust my ends, and I think that's a good practice to air dry your hair or to sit under a dryer or something than applying a blow dryer or a flat iron to your hair. I think that's better because it doesn't break down your hair as much, and it prevents a lot of split ends and breakage and all that. So try not to apply as much heat. I know you guys have heard this all over again, but it is so true. A lot of people don't just say it because they're saying it. It's really true. It really does make a difference. I've realized that my hair is much thicker now since I stopped applying excessive heat to my hair. So do not apply excessive heat to your hair. Okay, the second don't is don't use small tooth combs. Like, gather all of them and throw them away. Well, literally, yeah. I think I have just one small tooth comb, and I only use that when I'm dusting my ends or when I am putting in like braids or something, just to get my hair all smooth. And like for dusting my ends, I need to get my hair all aligned to know what to cut and what not to cut off, and small tooth combs are the only thing that will probably do that better. So yeah, but guys, don't put them in your hair. Like, don't just grab like a whole chunk of your hair and like use a small tooth comb, or else you're gonna lose all your hair. It can cause like a whole lot of damage, breakage, all that stuff. You don't want that. So try to get rid of the small tooth combs. Try not to use them. So don't use small tooth combs. Third one is paddle brushes. Paddle brushes too are another thing that you probably want to be careful not to use, because they can rip through your hair like nobody's business. Some people can get away with using paddle brushes and Denman brushes and all that, but for my hair, no. That's what I've learned. I tried because I have a paddle brush or a Denman brush. Yeah, it's a Denman brush I have, and I was like, oh, all these people are using it to detangle their hair. Let me grab and do it. Oh, no, no, no. You don't want to do that. Like, if you're one of those people who can use them, that's great. But if you know you can't, please, please put them somewhere else. Don't use paddle brushes. Okay, the next one, I think is the fourth one, is if you don't have time, do not detangle your hair. Let me say it again. If you don't have time, do not detangle your hair. Detangling is a process. Like, you need to have time for that. You need to be able to sit down and get small sections and comb through your hair. If you're in a hurry and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna detangle, you are going to see a lot of hair in your comb, and you do not want that, because everybody wants thickness. I don't know anyone who wants really thin hair. Like, no, everybody wants thickness. So you don't want to be losing you don't want to have unnecessary shedding, unnecessary breakage because you didn't have time. For me, if I don't have time, I have a beanie. So I just put my hair in whatever state it is and put it in the beanie and go. And then when I have the time, I take my time and detangle, because you want to take your time. So do not detangle in a hurry. Okay. I hope I got my point across because I had to learn that the hard way. Okay, next one. Do not shampoo your hair every day. You don't want to do that. Because shampoo, the main use for shampoo is to strip your hair of impure, like dirt and build up and all that. So if you're doing that every day, your hair's not going to get the chance to breathe and produce its own oils, because our scalp produces, like our whole body produces oils. And those oils are beneficial, believe it or not, even though we don't want it on our face because it causes shine and all that. But like those oils are beneficial for growth, for hair growth. So you do not want to be stripping your hair of its natural oils every day. Shampoo your hair once a week. If you have to wash your hair like frequently, do co-washes. Like co-washes are not as harsh. They're not harsh at all. They're pretty beneficial for a lot of people. For me, it doesn't really do much, so I don't co-wash anymore. But like, don't shampoo your hair every day. Let your hair breathe. Let your scalp breathe. Let your scalp be able to produce what it needs to produce. So yeah, don't shampoo your hair every day. Next is, don't comb your hair while it's dry or wet. Yeah, I know probably you're asking, not dry, not wet. So when? When it's in between, when it's damp, that's when you're supposed to comb your hair. When your hair is dry, it's brittle and it can break. And when your hair is wet, it's stretchy and it can break. Like your hair is the most fragile when it's wet. And for us, our hair, especially Texas and relaxed hair girls, we break down protein while we like putting chemical in our hair, the chemical in our hair. So we don't want to be combing our hair while it's dry either. You want it to be moisturized. You want it to be damp. This is what I learned for myself. As let me say this again, that everybody is different, everybody's hair is different. These 10 things are the things I learned for my hair, and I think it's probably general for a lot of people. So probably you're watching this and you're like, oh yeah, I can comb my hair while it's dry, what are you talking about? Let me just say that everybody's hair is different. So yeah, so for me, I don't just do it dry or wet, like when it's damp. So when I need to detangle, I use a detangler, or I use a mixture of water and conditioner to get my hair damp, not wet but damp. So yeah, don't do that. Next one is, do not over moisturize your hair. You do not want moisture overload. Thank God I learned, like I learned from other people's experience, so I have never had moisture overload, but it is ugly to see. Like, you don't want your hair to be like an elastic band that is stretched out but won't stretch back. You know what I mean? Like, it's all stretched out, it won't go back to its original length. You don't want that for your hair. You want your hair to be balanced with everything. So find out what works best for you. For me, moisturizing every night or every other night is good enough for me. I don't have to do it twice a day or 3 times a day or whatever. When my hair is moisturized, I leave it alone. You just don't need to do it if your hair is moisturized. Just don't overdo anything, because too much of everything is bad. So yeah, do not over moisturize your hair. Next point is to do not put too much protein in your hair either. You want everything to be balanced. You want your protein moisture balance. You want your protein and moisture in your hair to be balanced. So don't over put protein in your hair. Like the thing that causes protein overload mostly are our products, and sometimes we are negligent and we don't read like the ingredients on our products. So sometimes our products, we think they're moisture based, but they're actually protein based. So be careful about the products you use, especially leave-ins. Leave-ins are tricky because you need to read to know what it is, because we have protein leave-ins and we have moisture leave-ins. So you need to know what to use, when to use it, and you need to know how to read ingredients. The first ingredient you see is the most abundant. So for a moisture one, you should want to see water. If down the line, like 5 products, like from 1 to 5, you see a protein, even 1 to maybe 8 number of ingredients, you see some kind of protein in it, yeah, you should probably be careful with how you use that. So try not to put too much protein in your hair. Next one is, do not sleep without protection. Always use some kind of silk or satin bonnet or scarf or pillowcase. Like, you do not want your hair rubbing against cotton or wool or whatever your bed set is made of. You do not want that. That's just gonna dry out your hair, and your hair is gonna be rubbing and pulling and breakage like nobody's business. You'll be waking up with hair on your pillow and you wouldn't know why. So try to sleep with a bonnet or a scarf or a pillowcase. I don't have a pillowcase, so I sleep with my scarf and my bonnet, both. So if one comes off, I know the other is there to protect my hair. So don't do that. Now, last but not least, do not ignore your hair while it's in a protective style. Like, this is so easy to do. I used to do that a lot before. I don't know, that picture looks horrible. Like, I have a picture of when back in the day when my hair was super thin, and I was doing all these sew-ins and braids, and I was like, okay, my hair is being protected, I'm not touching it, so why is it still being so thin? Because when I had those protective styles and I thought my hair was protected and I didn't need to do anything else to it, so I wouldn't even put any moisturizer, I wouldn't wash it for a month, like all that stuff. So do not ignore your hair. You know how I like, just spray water. Like, if you're lazy, just spray water. If your hair is in a sew-in, try to like just part it and spray the water or conditioner water. It's so simple. Like, it shouldn't be complicated. It's nothing serious. You don't need to go out and buy products just because you want to like products made to like moisturize your hair while it's in protective style. You can make it at home. Just get your conditioner, put water, and do that, because we all want that long and beautiful healthy hair. So these are the don'ts and that I've learned over the year, and I hope these help you. If you have any questions, leave everything down below and I'll surely get back to you. And welcome to all of my new subscribers. I love you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you learn a lot from my experiences, because this is just like a documentation of my hair journey. So if you have any questions, any comments, any requests, anything, just leave everything down below and I will surely email you back. So yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. So until my next video, I hope you guys have a great weekend and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.